competitive is it?
Are you specifically talking about my field? Because I can only kind of answer.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, whatever you have seen and whatever impression you have. So if I'm not looking at a super high tier level, but I want to get a decent, respectable PhD, is it super competitive to find a good professor, or is it more of a task of going around doing my research, finding the right person?
I would say again there is a difference of mindset between the EU, between Europe, and between the North America or USA particularly, right? There I feel in USA there have been many horror stories going on these days that it's becoming very, very, very competitive. So basically you need to have a PhD in order to get enrolled into a PhD program, right? So
interesting.
That's funny, but but I mean, I've been following some social media posts where people have been kind of saying that these are the quality of applicants which they are kind of receiving, right? And I mean, it basically sounds absurd that they have all these major publications to show off even before they kind of get into this program of a PhD, and some are even from an undergraduate degree, right? So in the US you can actually start your PhD right after your undergraduate degree. So you have this extended period where you have to take these courses and stuff, and later on, but that's different in the EU. So I mean, there have been some cases where a person has like 3 or 4 or 5 even major publications during the undergraduate level, and that's really making the playing field I would say very competitive, so to say, right? But when we are talking about the EU, it's a little bit less, I would say, but still, I mean, it is a very, very competitive time to get into computer vision, to get into deep learning, or to find a good lab for that particular matter, right? So you will have to kind of talk to a lot of people. You will have to, I don't know, go to conferences, for example, if you're lucky enough, and talk to people or talk to professors there, show your research to them. And conferences are the best place to find professors, I would say. You go to, I mean, I don't know, even if you do not have a paper in a conference, you can still go to a conference just to kind of look at the field, try to meet people, maybe you get a good match, right? So it's basically just, looking around, talking to people, and then trying to find the best match out of all that. But it's definitely getting more and more competitive, even in the EU now.
Yeah.